Welcome to Sportsified News. Today, I'm here with my friend Will, and we're going to be making a tier list of the starting point guards in the NBA today. So ranking them in the S, A, B, C, D, and F tiers on Tier Maker. So let's get into it.
Sportsified.
So we're just going to go in order from, upper left on down to here. So starting with the Sixers starting point guard, Ben Simmons, where do you think he should go? He's gotten a lot of hate in the playoffs, hasn't he?
I think he gets more hate than he deserves.
Yeah, but the offense is just not there. Definitely not S tier.
Not A either.
So,
I'd say B.
Yeah.
Because of his playoff performance, he's not.
But he is an all-star, so are we calling B an all-star level?
It depends, because
Ben
a lot of
Simmons,
all-stars have fallen off since the all-star break.
Chris Paul got to be at least A, right?
A. If this were an all-time list, S, but he's A for the season, I think.
Yeah.
He's getting older and is kind of showing in the playoffs. So.
Mm-hmm. Kobe White, now you're a Bulls fan, so don't get all biased here. But I think
he's not D or F, I don't think at all. He's a solid point guard. And he doesn't have great defense, but he's definitely a scorer.
No, he's never going to be like a number one option on a real contending team, but he can be a solid starting point guard.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, I think, is he better than Ben Simmons?
I would put him in B tier.
Maybe not A tier, but I'm gonna put him in front of Ben Simmons here.
Yeah, I like the way he plays. He's really quick. He's a good finisher, and
yeah, it's really fun to watch De'Aaron Fox drive.
Yeah.
Now Darius Garland with the Cavs, definitely worse than Kobe White, but should we put him in D tier?
I think we should put him in D tier because he hasn't quite broken out yet, and for being a lottery pick, he hasn't really shown his worth. So
he hasn't proven himself yet in the NBA. Damian Lillard, is this our first S tier?
This is our first S tier.
Yeah,
he's the second best point guard in the NBA. So.
Thank you.
We know the number one. Come on.
D'Angelo Russell, also one of my favorite players, but I'm not going to bias this here.
So
is he B tier?
He's C or B tier.
He's definitely better than Kobe White.
If he were in C tier, he'd be better than Kobe White, but he'd have to be low in B tier because I don't know, injuries. He has a lot of injuries.
We'll put him in front of Kobe White.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We might move him later, but
I take a break. I gotta grab something. Got my D-Lo jersey on now. So I'm kind of sad he's no longer on the Warriors. What?
With a clip on it.
No, we're not done. Anyways, on to
we are
next
back.
player, DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray? I like him.
I love his defense.
He definitely is B tier, I'd say, because he has great defense and he's one of the anchors to the young Spurs team.
But you're saying DeJounte Murray is better than D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, I would say.
What's that noise? Okay, obviously worse than Ben Simmons, but man, that's tough. If we put him here, do we move up D'Lo up to B, but just behind him?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel like
I guess if Murray's B tier, then
offense.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right.
Alfred Payton, D
tier. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put him at F tier.
I mean, Nick's starting point guard. I like the defense though.
He's solid. He has some defense playmaking. He doesn't really do much other than that. I mean, he's just kind of the filler guard. They don't have guards in New York, so
they didn't get Kyrie.
Nope.
All right, Dennis Schroeder. Where do we put him on here? Okay, why did I move him up there when I said where do we put him?
Just scanning around.
In the playoffs, he sucked.
He was it was
really bad. Worse than Kobe White, you think? Right here, maybe.
Yeah.
If we're just basing this off of this last year, that's how we're doing this.
Yeah.
Basing it off the last year, I think he's right there, Falcon.
I agree. He hasn't been great. He's a good playmaker, but it comes to the playoffs and he just stops scoring, and they need a scoring given that they only have LeBron, AD.
So this list looks a little bit old, as we see here. George Hill is still with the Thunder. He's on the Sixers now, and Delon Wright was not the Pistons starting point guard for most of the year. Was Killian Hayes. So do we act like this is Killian Hayes and put him on here?
Or no, just Killian Hayes is still F tier.
This is Killian Hayes is up here.
No.
Delon Wright. Where do we put him?
I'd say D tier.
Better than Alfred Payton.
Looking through the list, we might have to adjust this because I see like one F tier player not on this list yet.
I mean, you have to be pretty bad to be in the F tier when you're a starting NBA point guard.
Yeah, but I guess we had to put some of them because that would mean they're in the lower tier of the starters.
Right.
Not are they in the lower tier overall.
Alright, go on.
Can we just go ahead and put Markel Fultz in the F tier?
Yeah.
He's just
let's do
terrible
that right now.
He's just terrible.
He did improve though.
He improved.
Props for that. He did improve, but he's still
Number 1 overall
big
pick.
bust.
Probably the worst pick in like the last
A long time.
10 years.
Yeah. Alright,
Probably the
Goran
worst pick since like Kwame Brown. Not quite, but
Goran Dragic's like he's not flashy, right? But I think he
another player who kind of choked in the playoffs this year.
I'd put him at
Pretty sure he was injured a little bit too, so yeah, I'd put him in C tier or B tier. He might even be B tier level.
Yeah, he could be like in this range, but definitely not up with De'Aaron Fox and Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons looks weird to me right there, but over the past year, he hasn't been that great.
Yeah.
George Hill.
S tier. I'm kidding.
Alright, moving on. I'd say he's on the same level with Goran Dragic.
Yeah, I'd put him at C tier. In his prime, he would have been B tier, just like a really solid like starter, role player kind of.
Yeah.
But he's C tier and he's almost pushing the D tier now because he just hasn't been his old self.
No, why was he like kind of a hyped addition to the Sixers?
I'm not very sure. Some players are like randomly overrated.
Drew Holiday A tier. He's either beginning a B or A.
I always thought of him as a shooting guard.
Yeah,
this is tough.
Luke was on this list too.
I wouldn't put him as A. He's the best B tier, but he's not an A tier.
Definitely at the top of there. His defense is really good. His shooting has come along. Obviously good to be on Team USA.
Honestly, I think we should move Chris Paul to S tier. He's one of the best point guards in.
He is. We have like 3 or 4 S tiers.
We'll wait.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ja Morant.
That was a big stutter. We'll maybe move him at the end. Ja Morant is a solid A tier. Worse than Chris Paul though.
Yeah,
Jamal Murray, would you?
He's like Russell Westbrook pretty much.
Also put Jamal Murray there.
Jamal Murray is tough. I'm not a huge fan of Jamal Murray. I'm not a huge fan of Jamal Murray, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't call him better than Drew Holiday just because the defense isn't there.
Yeah, that's why.
And he's not even a great playmaker. Jokic is a better playmaker than Drew Holiday.
Not your channel, I'm switching it.
I mean, Jamal
Drew Holiday A tier.
Alright.
John Wall?
C. C or D.
Yeah, I'll put him.
Not his return was pretty hyped and he didn't play very well. So.
And in the beginning there were some flashes, but he just, he's not the same player at all.
He's not at all.
Kyrie Irving, this one is debatable.
I'd put him in S tier.
S?
Yeah. I would not even think about.
He's not better than Chris Paul.
B tier. Then they need to both go to S tier because Kyrie's S tier. Kyrie is the best, second best off. No. He's offensively gifted. Okay, he's a fun player to watch, and you had to add that in. Now he gets injured a lot, so I think we should have more players up in that S tier because
Kyle Lowry,
another one of those players who I think is randomly overrated. I don't think he's that good.
I agree. He's getting old too, so what we just put him like there.
He's good. He can shoot. He makes. Yeah. He doesn't have terrific defense, but I don't know.
Upper end.
He's a good leader. I'll give him that. He's definitely a good leader.
That's true.
I just don't think he's as good as he's hyped up to be.
Now Kemba Walker is actually the Thunder starting point guard now. That's just weird.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound right.
But he has like not been good. I'd put him.
I would not put him in C tier. Yeah. That's for sure. He still pushes A tier, but again, so many point guards are really hit and miss with defense. They either just have great defense like Ben Simmons, maybe Dejounte Murray, Drew Holiday.
There's no middle ground.
Or they just have terrible defense like D'Lo, like Goran Dragic.
I would take all these players over Kemba Walker, but Kyle Lowry's iffy, so I moved it like that.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball. This is tough.
I'd put him in the B tier with them. He's a new point guard. I don't think he's A tier yet.
No, definitely not.
Again, he's overrated because of ESPN. They really like him.
Lonzo, where are we putting him?
Not better than LaMelo.
Right there, or beginning of C?
I'd C tier.
The shooting.
Goran Dragic is better.
The shooting has impressed.
He has improved his shooting for sure. Goran Dragic is better.
Yeah.
Hope everyone but George Hill on the C tier is better than Lonzo, I think.
Yeah.
Luka is S tier.
Luka Doncic is a shooting guard, but he is S tier.
He played point guard for most of the season, though.
He's the best player on this list. Well, without, yeah. Okay.
On the ranking currently.
Yes, on the list currently. Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, B tier.
Yeah,
He's one of those players.
he's better than D'Lo.
He's one of those players for when he shows out, he just gets stuff done.
Right.
He can run the offense. He even gets rebounds. He's a triple double guy on the low.
I think he'd be good as like a 6-man on a really good team.
Yeah.
Mike Conley.
I like him. I'd put him in B tier.
Yeah, do we need?
He was literally an all-star. Like he filled in for Devin Booker when he got injured.
Right, yeah, better than Kyle Lowry. What if we move LaMelo and D'Lo down? Because we have a lot of guys in B tier.
I wouldn't move them. No.
Well, no, I guess. Yeah.
If we were to move anybody down, I don't know.
What about De'Aaron Fox in B
It's
tier?
okay that a lot of people are in B tier. De'Aaron Fox is in A tier.
You agree?
No, he isn't. I guess I.
Your nose on camera.
No, I itched it. There was nothing on. I did this. Okay. If we are gonna move players up, move up Ben Simmons. Move up Jamal Murray.
I really don't like Ben Simmons that high.
I don't agree. He's an all-star. Drew Holiday wasn't an all-star.
Patrick Beverley again, the defense.
He gets C tier just because of his defense and sometimes his shooting in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Trae Young, A tier.
I'd say S tier.
S?
He took the Hawks to the conference
That
finals.
is true. He literally put him on his back.
This might be recency bias, honestly, because
That's true.
Trae Young.
Well, we are going over the past year.
Okay. Again, that's just playoffs, though.
Yeah. Stephen Curry, best point guard in the NBA.
Probably like a solid C tier. Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's good. Russell
I can't
Westbrook
believe people
is
are still saying that Dame is better.
I don't understand that.
Like you look at Steph's past season, he put up better numbers in his 2015 MVP year. Like
Dame's team is just better.
Dame is more clutch, but Steph is the greatest shooter of all time.
Dame's team is just better, so you can't really argue that Dame's team has more wins, so he's better. Like Dame's team is just better than Steph's team.
Now Russell Westbrook as our last one. This is tough. Do we go A tier?
I say A tier.
Yeah.
Because he did well in the playoffs. I just like the guys with like the strong mentality. John
I feel like
Moran,
I'm gonna come
Russell
more
Westbrook.
in this A tier.
I'm telling you, I really like Ben Simmons. I think playoffs has really changed people's view.
That's true. There is that recency bias. Like we are being recent, but not like just in playoffs.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray's probably up there.
Yeah, but he's not gonna play for a while.
Huh?
He tore his ACL. He's not gonna play for a while.
I would consider De'Aaron Fox, Mike Conley, Kemba Walker, maybe Kyle Lowry. I would consider all of them. Jamal Murray if it weren't for the injury.
No, I think this list is good.
I think it's pretty good. If we could add like a A/B tier, the in between there, I would put Mike Conley, De'Aaron Fox. Let's just do that. Because just put like between, yeah. I say these guys definitely move up because I think Kemba Walker too.
Kemba?
Yeah.
He's overrated.
He's not.
No, I can't do that.
He's not.
He's like
He joined a better team, and he didn't get much worse. He's just overshadowed by Tatum, which I see nothing wrong with that. I really like Jason Tatum, so.
Wait. That's it.
And then I think we move Darius Garland or DeLon Wright down to F because neither of them are that good.
Yeah.
And then like George Hill to D tier.
That's it. Alfred Payton doesn't get his own D tier.
Huh?
Alfred Payton doesn't get his own D tier.
I don't think so, no. He doesn't deserve to be in his own class.
Alright, so let us know what you think about these rankings. Do you think Kyrie Irving, Trae Young should be S tier? I agree with those four. Steph, Luka, Dame, and Chris Paul are the best 4-point guards in the NBA.
Yeah, top 5, I'd just add Kyrie to that list.
I think Trae.
I don't think Trae Young is any better than Kyrie Irving.
Alright, let's get a discussion down in the comments about these rankings.
I don't know, but we'll probably do a shooting guard ranking this could become a series. So.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button and check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and more, and we'll catch you in the next one.
You can see he's delusional because he
actually-
thinks Trae Young's better than Kyrie Irving.
We'll probably won't see you in the next one. It'll probably be me and Andrew. Hopefully. We gotta get a podcast episode soon.